The both and mindset. Welcome to part 4. In the last episode, we talked about moving beyond transactional leadership to build genuine, trusting relationships with our teams. Today, are you so caught up in the daily swirl of tasks, emails and meetings that you've lost sight of the long-term mission? This is a classic leadership trap. My guest Mercedes' fourth point is about adopting a both and mindset, managing the short term and stewarding the long-term vision.
In Latin America, where I spent this summer looking at the inner development goals, I talk about bringing in the indigenous practices of you're making decisions on how this decision today will impact the next 7 generations. But don't lose track. You need to do the both and. You need to look at what's happening on the day-to-day as well as keep the eye on that long-term view. That one became really clear. I had a client who, a biotech, was really caught in this world in the middle of COVID. And they got so sidetracked on what was happening in the day-to-day. Are we going to go hybrid? Who's going to work from home? Who's going to be here? That they lost track of the long-term vision, mission of this division. And today they're closed. They don't exist because all of the attention was going to that.
This is a great example. So the division closed because all of their energy went into the day-to-day panic and no one was steering the ship. As a leader, you have to operate on 2 horizons at once. You must manage today and the month and the quarter, but you must also think about the next 10 years. She mentioned the indigenous practice of thinking 7 generations ahead. How will the decisions you make today impact the future? This both and thinking is difficult. It requires you to step out of the swirl, even for just an hour a week, to reorientate your inner compass and align the team back to the long-term mission. If you don't do this, who will? You're the leader. Your takeaway from part 4 is block 30 minutes in your calendar this week. Label it long-term view. In that time, turn off your notifications and ask one question. Is my team's work today still aligned with our mission for the next year and the next 5 years? As always, the full podcast is live and available at levelupleadership.uk. And keep following here for part 5, the final piece of the puzzle, breaking out of your silo.